And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Grandia 3. I'm your host, the RPG guy, Nick Levada, and I just want to let you guys know that I was not fortunate at all to getting a lucky book, so I just said fuck this. And, you know, what's nice is if you can get one to drop, kudos for you. If you can't, it's not the end of the world, and trust me, it's not going to make or break your experience with the game. So, but yeah, the wolves do drop them. You just have to be adamant as fucking hell to get them to drop. Little cheap bastards. All I see now is lamb chops for eating. But yeah, just ignore it. It's not a big deal if you don't get it done. Because, in all honesty, it helps you get some pretty rare drops in the game. But these rare drops you get do not make or break the game. One thing to take note is that you notice my characters are above level 30. If your lowest character level is not 30, this could be a bumpy ride. This is where the game's curve starts getting pretty high. And I remember making a note of it. I mentioned when I was doing some of the level area repeats, specifically like backtracking through a zone again just to fight everything one more time. This is where all of that effort paid off. This part is notorious. This part is notoriously known for being difficult, because this is where the game, in a sense, starts introducing some of the harder enemy archetypes in a stronger format. Let me just give you an example here. Attack Yugi. Probably get that to work. So this is our probably strongest AoE attack that's cheap, and we killed everything. So maybe me saying that is not quite... Hold on. Let me try that again without using an Uber ability. That's part of the problem, is I have such strong... The thing is, having a decent level of about 30 and having a lot of your special techniques and abilities at a much higher level. Dina's up?
Oh, divine comet.
Oh, she doesn't take damage. Not that it's gonna help all that much, but you look better than none. Let's see, between the two of them. Okay, so, but, and I got Berserk, and I forgot I've got Berserk. But a lot of these enemies do have the potential of doing some serious damage to you if you're not careful. I guess I came prepared. If you're even a couple levels, if you're like level 25, this area becomes a place you hate with a passion. It's not that it's bad, it's rough. It's rough because it's very unforgiving. It becomes very unforgiving very, very quickly. This for? Yeah, I don't want to get hit by Zap.
This might sting a little.
Upside down skeleton face. The Doom!
This should send them
damage
flying.
yet. Yep, you can damage that one. But yeah, if your level is under 30, this place can give you a run for its money, just because you're not used, you know, you thought the Psy monsters from the last dungeon were tough. And yeah, albeit they are stronger than, that particular singular enemy is stronger than anything here. The idea that all the different enemy types carry a similar strength within this area is what kind of throws you for that little bit of a loop. The enemies here have the potential as a group to beat the crap out of you, as opposed to one powerful enemy that by himself he's not too threatening if you're prepared for him. But if you're not prepared for him, he'll kick the living snot out of you. Whereas these groups of enemies, if you don't kill them in some kind of manner that you can work off of, you can be in trouble real quick. For weaker party groups, I do suggest killing the Angry Spirits first. They carry the most damaging weight of any of the enemies because of the magic aspect. Everything else is whatever. You know, they're not going to really be that meddlesome beyond that. The next enemies I'd say would be the mummy, the flying mummy demon dudes. The spinning sword guy, I'll give you their names in a minute when I can see them. The Skeleton Knight, he hits pretty hard actually, for what he is and what he can do. He hits pretty hard. But and he can sometimes hit any characters that are gathered in too close. But the mummies, as you can see, that one of them's using a defense loss. They can lower your defense. Not that that's going to hurt you in the grand scheme of things, but it can throw your primary strategy off if you're taking more damage than you want. And the Blood Demon, there's the name. Blood Demons. So that's really my strategy for a lot of this stuff. These guys aren't that tough. It's just being a little bit prepared on how to deal with it. Again, the Skeleton Warriors and the Blood Demons are about the same thing to be weary of. Like I said, you could Skeleton Knights can use a skill that actually does hurt a lot, but I'm not overly threatened by it. So there's no reason to be overly threatened by it because it's not that devastating at our current level. Now, if you are of a weaker level, that attack is very devastating. You don't want to get hit by it. But you could get through here. I've seen people get through here, myself included. My first playthrough, I didn't repeat any dungeons. I just figured the standard Grandia strategy would work. You know, and the standard Grandia strategy, even Grandia Extreme, is you didn't really have to grind almost at all. You just had to kill everything in sight. And so, assuming such a thing, allows you, the player, that kind of freedom to, you know, just enjoy the game at a leisurely pace. You're not finding yourself overdoing it. But what ends up happening is that, and what I noticed with this game in particular, is that
Hey, are they even trying?
if you want to survive as the game goes on, pretty much most of Disc 2, you realize if you didn't grind before, the battles get pretty intense. And you're burning lots and lots of MP and magic to stay alive. Here's another grandiose example of lots and lots of shitty enemies that you can kill, because if you don't kill them fast, they're going to kill you. We'll put a stop to that, because that's just not good. I don't know how you slice that. I think they're weak to fire, so it all pays off in the long run. In the grand scheme of things. There it is. Also, the very powerful magic we have is going to also help that as well. So, lucky us. How to get over there. Oh, you can see it on the map. I'm thinking, did I miss something? Or... And it's like, oh, no, I can see it on the map. Oh shit, no! Oh god, get the mage first. Don't worry about the cronies. Later. Here's that power slash you want to look out. There you go. Here's a good example. 332, no, not 332, a lot of damage just occurred there. Not necessarily it did, but nonetheless, a lot of damage occurred there. It did about a quarter of Donna's life right there. With defense down, you're obviously more prone to take hits. Oh, god damn it! Only hit one of them. Poor shit. No, not good. There's about another quarter of damage done to Alpino there. So, like I said, if that's a quarter of damage getting hit by two of those, imagine what it is, you know, getting hit by more. You know, you don't want to go into these battles so weak that, you know, that is devastating. Because if being hit by a power slash, if that's devastating to your character, you're way too weak to do this. And that's just a given. Ooh, nice. Bullshit. You notice the fire sword is still the sword of choice. The XP actually is good though, so if you are stuck here and you have to grind, fight all the enemies in the zone, get to level, then walk all the way back to the save point on the far side of the other part of Nautica Plains. It sounds like it is a long walk. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it is a long walk. You gotta walk all the way back there, use that recovery point, and come back here and pull things out if you feel that you need more levels. Like I said, I've never felt it to be a problem here, as long as you're at least level. Your lowest character level is at least 30. If it's 30, don't get your titties in a twist. You'll get it figured out. You notice I haven't swapped away from the flame sword yet either, because it's still probably one of the more effective attacks in the area here. You should conserve SP if you're just going to run straight through, but I think we'll be okay. We've got the sexification of our skills very high. Is it called leveler? No, it's called sexification, and I'm sticking to it. We're not going to make lots of money here, though. The enemies give you pretty shitty money. But that's what the first part of the Nautica Plains is for. Making fucking moolah! It did not sound as epic as I said it as it did in my head. Okay. So, I see if I can zap. And an enemy that cannot get me because he's flying on the level above me. What jackass. Okay, so like I said, the most complicated battles is when there's a lot of enemies, number one. And number two, when one of those enemies is a spirit. Or whatever the caster type is. Kind of squishy. Let's kill off the cat.
A blade of light. To strike at our enemies!
I just love doing that. I don't care if it means I have to take damage. I just love seeing it. It's such a cool thing to see.
I didn't even break a sweat.
I will give this game that. It's got a great visual cue. It's got a great visual effect. Damn it. Bad camera though. Alright, let's keep moving. It's not a complicated dungeon. Make sure you look very careful or you might miss something. We get the ninja book. Now that might be something worth looking into. The ninja book actually upgrades the hunter skills over the strength skills. And honestly, that's kind of a better deal. We get better hits on Berserker, Demon Hunter, and Jolt Counter. I would go that way, honestly, at least for right now. Mighty Blow, Brute Strength, and Warrior's Way, I know take a significant hit. But most of our strongest points are honestly in our hunter skills at this exact point. So it'd be kind of stupid. And if I don't notice a big difference right away, you know, it's not a big deal for me to just change that. But we'll test it out. I'm pretty sure the hunter skills, even at this juncture of the game, are still the skills you want to have ready to go. Damage regardless, but that's fine. As you can see, it cleared them out. The enemy's pretty good though, that's for sure. I was such a clusterfuck, I didn't even notice what happened. Which pretty much means that, you know, those other skills weren't that significant. Alright, let's grab the consumable or item usable. Oh, damn it. It's just these jackals. That's cool. Let's see, what are you doing? Defense loss? I don't know about defense loss. You can use defense loss on me all you want. I mean, it doesn't mean anything if you never get an attack off. Oh no! My pride! Nothing left.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Alright, keeping that SP nice and high. You know, I don't notice a difference really with the with Yuki and his damage output. It's really not all that it's not dramatically or spectacularly different from what he was doing before. So, other than the fact he gets an extra attack with a maxed out berserk, that's kind of the trade-off we were hoping for. here. I believe there are no more enemies, so... Boink. I've got a golden elixir, I've got a golden chance to max my SP out. I've got a golden elixir to kick your ass. Alright, so that does it for all the local flora and fauna of enemies here. So, like I said, I made it look pretty easy, but remember, I spent some time in this one preparing for this moment. Whereas if you're not level 30, this area can kind of be a kick to the nuts. And this boss included. Oops, did I hint that there's a boss fight? Bad me. Let me guess, I didn't heal either, did I?
can't see
Did I forget to
anything.
save and before
Which
heal?
way are we supposed to go?
I don't like this. Stay close, everyone.
My
Alfina?
nipples sensed evil. Figures.
Let her go!
Oh, headshot. She's used the power of her tits to see eternity.
It won't help you. You'll see.
So he's
The power of the mark?
okay. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. Alright, let's do this. So, here's the deal. This battle's kind of strange, and I've had a lot of people actually be very confused by this. The deal with this battle is both bosses can run away and you're up shit's creek without a paddle. The best scenario, the best case scenario, is for you to blast the living snot out of La Ilum. If you can just literally make Al Ilum your bitch, what ends up happening is that it technically is it's like killing both bosses in one run. So you know, without further ado, focus all your efforts on La Ilum, and use whoever is free to do anything, whoever's that free, have them go ahead and cancel La Ilum out. Whoever's free to do so, and I think it's going to end up having to be her, but I don't think La Ilum is going to get there fast enough to warrant it. We'll find out in a moment. He's going to take all kinds of damage, and I think I'd rather have gotten the attack off and eaten the diamond dust attack than whatever, but get it up. Now, that took out a good thing. The thing, like I said, is they can run away, and if they run away, your chance of doing anything cool with the XP from this battle is gone. So there is a chance they may even reset just so I can try it. So you might see this battle twice. And it's worth it to see it twice because to see the reaping of the rewards is what kind
I
of
don't feel so good.
I shouldn't have put it for him. I should have used Galactic Bang or some shit. I'm gonna run away now. He's using a special ability. No! That looks awesome. I don't care what you say. That just looks cool. And he's gonna use Diamond Dust anyway. So Yuki actually might die. Like I said, these bosses don't dick around. This is a tough fight. Especially if you're not prepared for the amount of damage you're going to receive. Luckily,
The destruction card.
Yuki can use the healing item on himself. I wouldn't want to waste magic. Yuki probably does the least amount of damage to a single target through magic, and though he could outdo magically, he could outdo both. I just don't really see the point. I'd rather burn this fucker down fast and get that freedom of good XP. See, here he comes. He's about to just ragging about that. I don't know what he's got planned. So, yeah, we'll drag orbit. I keep forgetting about the drag orbit. Should always start off with it. I keep forgetting about it. Like I said, when you just turn things up, you need to go for the heal, especially when he wants to survive. I think we just killed I think we killed the undead dragon too. Oh yeah, that's right. So we beat them both. See ya, bitches. Like I said, they can run away, and the amount of XP and gold you get from killing them is far better than letting them live. Do not let them run. Kill these fuckers hard,
Bring 'em on!
or you'll regret it. Look at that. 15,000 XP. That's a level for almost everybody right there. That's, you know, look at that. That's just great. That's just a great idea. That's just awesome. That much XP to do it. And skill went up too. So it's worth the effort. It really is. And if you don't have the levels and the magics to do it, it's just a waste of your time. Whew. Somebody needs a Mentos. I remember my first playthrough, that battle was just pissing me off. I mean, I didn't die, but it was still like a pain. It was just a pain in the ass. It got away, I think. You could have wiped all of my big-titted clan out. Actually, that is a horrible thing. But before you run back, actually, you know what? I hate to say this, we're so well off from that boss. I don't even need to recover MP or health other than my healing magic. So let's just keep going. You risk having to do it again. I don't give a shit. He isn't that bad. I mean, in general, he's bad, yeah. But not the end of the fucking world, you know? Interesting little place. Not that there's anything here, I just want to look at it. Last time I came through here, I just ran through the zone. I didn't even give two shits. Save. Now, if you know, so, anyway. Not a complaint, big son. Alright, so we're back here. Well, we're not back anywhere, but this is the dig site. There's some new enemies here. Mostly guild. We're starting to see the you know, the recycled enemies being upgraded here. So these are guild mage, guild mage. It's very obvious what you should be doing. You should be canceling guild mages out and unleashing your wrath upon everything else. Bitch bitch. Again, not usually a hard battle. The mages use magic. There's gonna be big Goliath form motherfuckers, and there's gonna be standard little spear-based bastards. None of them being ever really that difficult, since you treat them the same way we would treat them the same way we treated them at Saboteur Harbor. You know, you gun for the mages, you try to cancel out the biggins, and for the regular standard guys, you just fight them normally as is. You know, you just fight them as is without it being overly complicated. See the mage one run away. I forget which one's the mage one, but we'll figure that out in a second. One of them's a caster, and I think it's... Oh no, okay, there's a caster. This is a new type, actually. This is the new archetype. And what they do is they use a skill set that can actually do some significant damage. Using AoE attacks and whatnot. So you just don't want them. Don't give them a chance to throw anything out. We're about to get him to cast a spell, you know. Nope. Actually, I don't think they've killed that guy. Alright, which one's weak enough to be picked off? Okay, maybe not picked off by her, but whatever. Gonna shot that mage. The reason that works is that really ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Bring 'em on!
Oh, the pain. You're getting your fucking fist shoved right through your ass. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. Take that back. Okay, there's a Guardian book. No, I'd rather her have the high heart ability. Alan, but just one thing to make note is that these enemies are not weak against fire, so you may as well just put that back on. These enemies I don't believe are weak to fire, and if they are, I don't really notice any. I've never really paid that much attention. Don't judge me, Brad. But yeah, I'd rather dish out more damage than assume that I'm doing more because I have a fire elemental weapon on. I don't believe that that's the case. Go ahead and use your special skills. There's no reason not to. We saved them for the big boss, and we ended up only using a few of them. So go ahead and
No one can
unleash your
stop me
wrath.
now.
Ooh, only 2 are left.
What a rush!
Woo, we left her base. Perfect. Oh, it wasn't spectacular. Oh, yes, it was. It was totally spectacular. Get some!
Hey, were they even trying?
Nice. You didn't come close to that very good. So, okay, maybe there are no giant ones, and I forget if they're the big guys or not. It looks like it's which are now going to be destroyed in one hit, except for one of them, or 2 of them. The one that needed to be stopped too. So, nice. I love watching it. Oh, spike an enemy home. It's just awesome to watch. I don't care who you are. That's just cool. I don't know if there's anything in the house. It just kind of looks like you can get in there. But I'd have to check, but I don't think there's anything. It's just an aesthetic. Alright, let's keep moving. Get some! I like how they have little, like, shell back helmet things. Look like ass. Both going after
Oh, divine coming.
Donna, so we could stop then we'll gang rape the other, you know, oh, and you whipped anyway. Oh man, it's a little things in life.
Hey, were they even trying?
Right down. It's kind of sad when you get through the, in a way, when you do the silver, what is it, silver fountain or silver lake or whatever, then you go through the eternal chasm to get back to the Nautica Plains, to get through Nautica Plains Part 2, only to have to fight your way through a major boss fight, a very tough boss fight for a lot of people. You get through all of that, and you still have this dungeon to go. It's a buzzkill for a lot of people. I knew a lot of people who were kind of like, wow, that was an actual epic feeling. And I say, well, what made it epic? Well, what about it was epic? And my friend said to me, he goes, that place was so hard, that whole run was so nasty, long, and hard, that I didn't think I was going to make it. Especially, you know, after trying to, after I forgot to go back to the big save point and recover. And I said, well, you're an idiot, number one. And number two, it is a lot of fighting back to back. And then this terrain doesn't make much sense to where we came from, but whatever. It kind of just seemed like they were running low on ideas. I wanted to make a big thing out of it, man. That one's going there, so we'll do that.
Feel the bite of my blade!
Just burn through, like I said, just burn through these guys. At this point in the game, our skills are pretty high. It's not like we're gonna run into any trouble. And our skills are high enough that we don't have to hyper-focus on leveling up. Please.
I didn't even break a sweat!
I'm sure you didn't. Gimme another bomb of dynamite. Dynamite! These guys, this enemy design, this specific enemies to me. Alright, big wheel.
No one can stop me now.
Fuzzy pickle!
What a rush!
Sure it does. Alright, let's tear these guys a new one. Hey.
Hey, were they even trying?
And if he was still alive, Alfina would have gotten her run in there too. Alright, let's see. The rest of this is there's some enemies up there with some chests. This is going to send us down a level. I just think as soon as we get off it, it's going to disappear. So make sure you know what's in front of you because the damn camera has a fucking sensor. Because you'll miss out on goodies if you're not paying attention to the surroundings here. Alright, so we've got two of these bastards who just kind of jump down. Instead of run up and just touch you, they actually will do a jumping thing that kind of is, that's something new we haven't seen before yet until now. So just be aware that that can happen. I love that. We're leveling up that Red Lotus attack.
10,000 degrees of death!
Hey,
I didn't even break a sweat.
you didn't even change your your underwear. Alright. And this is the unlucky soul. He's gonna get his fucking ass kicked. And for some reason, I'm mildly finding the humor of it. Didn't even have to get a chance to lift him in the air. Alright. There's obviously a whole area back there, so let's go look back. We'll go up the ladder in a minute. I'll just try to clean this out. Well, it's really just enemies, isn't it? I don't see an item over here. I'm sure there is. Yeah, I see it now. But luckily, we can utilize the Wolf Claws. Wolf Claws? Yeah, it's this. Good. Wolf Claws for the win! What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? There we go, that'll finish him. I don't know if we're gonna finish the other one. It doesn't look like it. Well, he's still alive. Oh, he is. Oh, Donnie, you bitch. Just dodge that. Useless!
Bring 'em on!
Actually, she's not useless. At least she's eye candy. Alright, moving along. Killing the baddies. Good. More gigantic foes for us to kill. Whirlwind again. Got someone on the move. Maybe we can get them all.
Feel the bite of my blade!
Hey, nani, and I hope.
Hey, were they even trying?
They were trying. It's just they suck. And great. This guy's gonna be. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, there's a treasure on the tower, and there's two treasures on the bottom. So not coming over here could be considered a mistake. I think we'll only miss one of them.
These flames are scorching hot! 10,000 degrees of death! I didn't even break a sweat!
We get the ebony armor and a bishop book. Now that should be an upgrade for somebody here. Okay, the bishop book levels up the heart skills. We're gonna obviously put that on Donna. It makes more sense. She's like, as you can see, well, she's already maxed out. And she's got counter perception. Life up's not that important, actually. So, actually, she benefits from it the most. She doesn't even need Lizard Hunter at this point. Withdraw and perception aren't really helping all that much either, so let's do that. She warrants the bishop for far more than everyone else. And the golden ring, another sellable. We've been collecting sapphire and amethyst rings, so I don't even think we have any amethyst rings. I think we actually did everything we can do with those. Alright, so now we gotta do this wraparound here. Should be an enemy, yeah. And our orb is ready to be used again, don't bother with it. Kind of a dick move though to just keep doing that. Because I just want to make sure he doesn't get that off and ruin my day.
Sting a little.
Fucking sneaky piece of shit.
Feel the bite of my blade. Whirlwind!
I'm sorry. We had no choice.
Roll ring. You can hear how enthralled I am over that. Blow one of these up so you can get by. I don't recollect there being anything that great up here other than I think an egg. And unfortunately, the way they designed you to get this item is kind of a trap. So if you've been avoiding battles and trying not to, and being kind of a pussy about it, and I will call you that, this game there's no reason to avoid battles whatsoever unless you are a total wuss. Really what's coming up, not just the deal, is when you go to grab this is a lake egg, and you kind of want that lake egg, okay? Just saying, it's good to have good items.
What a rush.
Kind of a shitty deal if you're just too wussy to not pick them up. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people who don't, oh, I don't want to waste my time, or it's not worth it. It's totally worth it, dude. I want to hear you bitch about not having that shit later. Alright,
This should send them flying.
and so this is really, I think, one of the last battles here, really, for us.
Please.
Nice. Well, that'll finish him off. Man, it's kind of a waste. Yeah, one of them lived. Alright, we'll finish the rest off here.
Bring 'em on.
Alright, 2 special levels went up, which is good news. As you can see, this is gonna lower us down, and we just have to deal with that. But we're mostly pretty good anyway. So we take the lake egg, which you should get. Don't be a bitch, just grab it. Go ahead and heal up. Just in case there's any leftovers we might have accidentally run past and missed. But I believe we got everything, and we got all the items to boot. So, if you went through the effort of dodging all these enemies and now have to dodge them again, may as well fight them. Get it over with. It's like a band-aid. The sooner you get it over with, the less pain and suffering you'll have to endure. And I won't call you a little bitch. Little bitch. Alright, so with that said and done, let's finish out. We're gonna go have us some fun in a moment. Some of you have been waiting for this moment for a while. We're gonna attempt it anyway. It doesn't mean we're gonna do it well, or do it at all, but we're gonna attempt it in a little bit. So let's clear the, let's plow the road here, clear the path. Again, you can go all out with SP attacks. It really doesn't matter. We'll go for a shot. It's a sniper.
A blade of light. To strike at our enemies. You gotta escape.
Triple ammo. Her AoEs aren't gonna kill jack crap, so just a heads up. Just in case. There was a couple of dodges in there, but no counter. Alright, there we go. Finish him. Oh, nice. And there it is. And kill. Nice. I just love getting those. That's just so fun to watch.
Hey, were they even
Alright,
trying?
perfect victory. Flawless victory. And what do we got? We got a life seed for our trouble. And so, with that said and done, we'll go ahead and all heal. Perfect, seeing all that magic just through the roof. Go ahead and save, because you're going to want to do this. Double save, even. And off we go. Alright, so you can see we're back in the desert with all the enemies that are worthless. Now, what's so great about coming back here? Well, surprisingly, don't waste your time with the enemies, just run away from them. But I think it's time that we face an adversary that we avoided earlier, because, in all honesty, to fight him would not be a bitchy thing to do, but to fight him earlier was suicide. Now, we actually, and I didn't get the surprise attack, but now we actually stand a chance. And we can kick this dude's ass. Quake isn't going to hurt us all that much, but we'll cancel it out anyway because we can. You can use Drax Orb if you want. I think Ulf is the best candidate to use it, or Yuki. Go ahead and pop Drax Orb as well. That leaves Donna and Alfina to use their strongest magics on him. We'll just hit him with fucking whatever you got. Is potent. Fire Elemental, as you can see, is not working very well, but I like to throw this out there and get it out there. Because it's easily maybe 10 grand or 2 grand of damage or so. As far as magic goes, I think Astria Zap would probably be a better way to go. Just because it'll do more damage. Because I think he has a resistance to fire. But ice is going to be your big thing. So if Alfina gets a chance to use an ice spell, let her use it.
You
Let
must
somebody else
accept
use
your
it.
fate.
You know, Donna doesn't have enough slots for any DP ice magic to put on her, but we will put some on her later. But right now, it makes more sense for Alfina and Donna to be using their strongest magic attacks.
Oh, moonlight, bring to them the frozen silence of absolute zero.
My nipples are hard just watching. Ugh.
Get some.
Shiva can put that in her pipe and smoke it at 3,500 damage. Woo! And since he's just walking around just doing melee attacks, it's not like he's really hurting anyone. I actually can say that pretty confidently. There we go. Oh, I should have put Shadow Warrior up, and I didn't think about that. Okay. We need to keep an eye out on HP, because Desert Lord's gonna get a second chance to hurt us before we get him a chance to retaliate for the heal. So if we need to heal or do something, we need to make sure we do it with Yuki coming up. 0.
Oh, moonlight,
Actually,
bring to them the frozen
I would think it'd be a good idea for Donna to cancel him out. We'll see what spell he's using, but canceling out might be the more suggested path. As the Desert Lord is almost dead, it'd be a shame for someone to die this far. Wouldn't it? Yeah, fuck that. I don't trust that.
Pick a card. Any card.
I think Ulf can Dynamite Rush and take maybe the final blow.
Just a bit longer, everyone.
That's what she said. Just a bit longer, everyone. Then I'll come and make a big mess everywhere. What the hell are you talking about? Nothing. Just nothing. Don't need to worry about it. That's what happens when I have the extra food. And then I'm worn out as soon as it explodes. And we kill him. Sweet! My god, that gift was freaking sweet.
Bring 'em on.
We get 4,000 XP, which actually doesn't seem like a lot in some respects, but it is enough to get us level up for at least 3 characters, and we get a life seed. I forget if that battle is repeatable or not, and even if it is, at 4,000 XP, it's like fighting 2 regular battles, and yeah, it's easy to do, and yeah, it's near town, but in all fairness, it doesn't need to be a priority, and I wouldn't make it a priority to do it. To keep fighting the Desert Lord over and over again. Unless you just like, you know, Unless you like, you know, I don't know how to say that. If you're into just giving the shit out of them. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I powered through that. But, yeah, there's a whole new shtick in town, whole new thing. Don't worry, it has nothing to do with what you think, just saying that I'm sure. I'm glad you're back. Well, we could, there's new items to buy and new stuff in town for us to deal with. My suggestion is to ignore a lot of that. Is to ignore a lot of the new stuff in town. Fuck. You sons of bitches. What the fuck happened while we were gone? You cheating whore, what did you do? So glad you made it back. And we're glad to see her sister looking as busty as ever. And obviously she gets the abridged version. Ooh. Guardian of Hexboko. Yeah, we need details, Tits McGee Jr. We need details. The Vijas Jungle. Or Vegas Jungle. I like Vegas. It sounds fancier. It's like Las Vegas. It's like Vegas and vagina put together. Las Vegas. What a jackass. Alright, let's move on. I know by the end of this episode I want to get a few things cleared up, but I don't think we're going to have time. We're just going to get the story rolling for the next episode. So. Alright, so there's obviously an entity in town that needs to be addressed, and we'll address it as soon as we can anyway. Yeah, he's an addict. That's right. With your long lost love. Yeah, because Ulf's in love with shoving kebabs in his mouth. Mark was a dragon, Yot was a ram. I wonder what the next guardian will be. So what kind of guardian is it? It's a giant penis monster. There's something different about this village. I felt that way ever since we got back. Chief's tent looks really flamboyant. Ew. Oh god. You don't want to know. Okay, I don't need to see Ulf having a 5-foot erection with a kebab on the end of it. And then Alonzo. You're interested in saying the noise on sabotage. Him still drooling over kebab. She's a whore. She's not a In other words, she's a fat psycho bitch. Yeah, really. La 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 la. Okay, it's like a troublemaker. could that mean Rulia is another communicator? Yeah, she's the guardian of cleavage. Cleavage Maximus. Alright, so we're done. We don't need to talk about crap anymore. But it's very clear where we need to go next and whatnot. But we're going to do a couple of other things before that. Yeah. There's a couple things we need to do. We'll recover and we'll save. Save. Alright, saving. Save successful. And let's check a few things statistic-wise with magic. Magic level 10, 9. Ew. Donna didn't make it to magic level 10 yet. It's kind of a surprise. So we'll deal with magic in a moment. First things first. We've got new things to buy, and whatnot. So let's do some of that first. Now, buy items, Mithril Sword, Thunder Staff, Morning Star. These are all good things, obviously. We need to start talking about some of this stuff too. Do we want to buy these items and whatnot? But before we buy anything, we're taking a good look at what they've got. Before we buy anything, there's two other things we need to take note of. Any level 4 books or lower that we have for skills, you're going to want to probably break them down. There's no point in keeping them. Get skills out of them. Just start getting skills and getting it done. So getting it done would be as simple as anything lower than level 4 for sure. Some of these level 6 books that are not being used, if they're not being used, go ahead and break them down. There's nothing really to worry about when doing this. So go ahead and do it. It's not the end of the world. As far as the level 7 books, I wouldn't break any of these down just because you might find yourself wanting to, you might find yourself needing them. But go ahead and break these bad boys down. And whatnot. Let's see, Wind Mastery. Obviously, we want to pop as many mastery skills on Donna as possible. That's always a good thing. Warrior Book. And we'll probably break down, again, any level 6 books that are not really being used or would ever be used. Like the 2 Guardian books, I just don't see that happening. And I'll take, or you know what? We'll be on the safer side. We'll break one down to keep the other. Alright. Alright. So, before buying any weapons, and the reason why I'm hesitant on buying weapons and gear of any kind, there's a reason I'm hesitant on that and going to the magic shop to do egg-based activity. There's something we can actually do. And it is highly recommended that you do it now, but I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to try to get. I'm going to try and get it. It doesn't mean I'm going to, but I'm going to try, okay? Just saying. I'm going to try. And if you're already having a mental image of what I'm going to be doing, it's really going to be simple. First things first, we're going to be heading to... Shit. I didn't do the quick thing. Alright, well, we need to head to Saboteur Harbor, so let's go that way. And we'll finish out our episode with what you need to acquire. I'm also going to be trying to max out a lot of our skill of our eggs, but I can talk about that a bit later on how to go about it. You're going to get enough eggs and anything else you could possibly stomach. You'll get all those things pretty easily. The way you go about doing it properly is under the impression that before we were getting volcano eggs, as we get closer here, what the fuck? The harbor. Oh, that reeks of ass. Okay, I don't care about that. I want to actually turn around, damn it. I don't care about that either. Reception level 4. That's just a radio. And I'm going to show you what's needed. This could take you several hours to do what needs to be done here. So there might be a few things I don't waste my time with. Just because, like I said, it could take a few hours. Go ahead and use the saboteur and save. If you know what we're doing, it means you remember what's here. That's the game of arranged dice. This is why I haven't bothered buying or updating any gear yet, because I want to save all our money towards getting this done. Not that that's a problem, and if you set this stuff up as I did in the gambling episode, you'll make it. But it's no longer called Bianca's Casino, it's called the Money Casino of all things. So it's changed names. But let's look at our prize exchange. There are new things to get. Most importantly are the Ninja Slippers, which up initiative and also do warp movement. So these are an upgrade from the warp shoes. The Alluring cards significantly raise attack, but lower magic dramatically, which you kind of don't really want. And there's now the option of lake eggs on top of volcano eggs. With these two egg types combined, you can make the best eggs in the game cheap and without any effort of whatsoever. The other items in here are insignificant except the Master Book. Yes, 99,990, a shit ton. Okay, a lot. People will suggest to you to have a full set of these. I think that's excessive. But in a sense, you should. You should get as many. This is the best book in the game. It's all skills maxed out, and it's a skill level 10. You should get 4 of these, and you should get 4 of these. Now that's a lot of work. No joke, that's a lot of work. But you should do it, and then you need to get. You probably want to max both of these out in your inventory, because you're going to need to. When you max it out, you'll be able to make like the strongest eggs in the game just off of that, and he should have enough that he can use the cluster egg. There we go. So that's really what I'm going to spend the rest of this time doing. I'm going to make enough money to buy and max out my cluster eggs and lake eggs first, then get my set of ninja slippers, and then will be the insufferable grind for the master books. Usually what I end up doing is I end up just getting tired of it and I only get one master book. So, and if that's the same route you guys go, you and I will be on probably the same page by the time I'm done doing it. I'm not going to show this going on, but when we come back, I'm going to fuse our eggs, and then I'm going to fuse our eggs, and then I'm going to show you what I buy at the stores for upgrades and whatnot. So, and I'll show you what eggs I fused out of the lake eggs and volcano egg combinations and whatnot. So we'll see you guys on the next episode.